think of a specific example where you made a good relationship with someone and that led to an opportunity for you?
Oh, sure, absolutely. My third job is a direct result of a relationship that I created on my first job. So my first job was with AirTran Airways at their headquarters in Orlando. And my supervisor there, we went to the same school, so we had that in common, but we also had a really good working relationship. And I didn't stay on with that company for very long. I ended up pursuing other opportunities, but about, I'd say 4 years down the road, I applied for another job at this smaller airline, ATA Airlines, in Indianapolis, and lo and behold, this same guy was the hiring manager. And we hadn't kept in communication between or during that period, but he remembered me and he remembered the good relationship that we had when we worked together, and that really made the process of getting that job very smooth. Because I think, as you all will experience, once you get into these professional positions and these corporate jobs, mostly everybody can do the work. Everybody has the skills, right? The baseline skills and knowledge to be able to do the work. And so what becomes important is that skills plus, right? Knowledge plus. What is that plus? You know, are you a good person to work with? Are you a person that people want to be around? A person that people want to have on their team?
What do you think are some of the things you can do when you're working with people to maintain those relationships?
That's a great question too. I think at a baseline level, and I'll just step back and be really general, just be courteous and nice to people. And be thoughtful of other people's positions, of other people's work. I think that a lot of, when you're working, you're not going to agree with a lot of people. And sometimes you might think that coworkers' opinions or what people say, if you're in a corporate boardroom like this, somebody might say something that you think is really dumb or just really stupid, not well thought out. You may be having a deeper knowledge of the numbers behind a certain project or something. You might, in your head, say, that was a really just stupid analysis, or this is just all wrong. But being able to communicate that in a developmental way, rather learn how to communicate with people and just generally be nice to people, right? I think that'll get you a long way. Simple things. Knowing how to say hi to people, right? You'd be surprised how many young people come into organizations, or how many young people just kind of walk around and seem to lack just basic human communication skills, smiling at people, right? So you walk down the halls of your new corporate job and you walk with your head down and you don't smile at people, you get in the elevator and you don't say anything to people. It sounds really basic, but I guarantee you, just being a cordial person or being perceived as somebody who has a generally upbeat or positive attitude is really part of that plus that I talked about, that knowledge plus, that skills plus. And so that's probably one basic thing, just learning how to say hi to people, learning how to smile at people, learning how to exist outside of your own realm, if you will, your own bubble. Because a lot of people walk and they're so contained with thinking about other things or themselves that they don't pay attention to the people they walk next to, et cetera, et cetera. Especially if you work for a larger firm, you might be getting in the elevator with the CEO, and you might not even know what he looks like, but he might be standing right next to you, right? And that's an opportunity to at least say hi, to at least good morning, or have a good day, or something like that, or at least smile. You might be getting in an elevator with your boss 3 years removed, right? Or somebody that can give you, somebody in whose office you might show up for an interview 3 years from now. You hadn't planned on working in finance. You went in starting at HR, but things happen. It'd be great if they knew you, or at least knew of you, and that. So Um,